This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. In the last episode, we talked to the Metales and found out about, or discussed, information about the missing son, and well, we decided to head towards the Sandro Strait to find out. But first, but before we did that, we decided to take out the Mandalorian leaders and cleared out all of Dantooine of Mandalorian scum with the help of Canderous and Bastila. Now, at the Sandro Strait, we found out some interesting information that apparently it is true. Metali's feelings on Sandro was right. He said he kidnapped his son. We thought, oh, it can't be that obvious, and we found out he kidnapped his son. And then we're like, oh, that's obvious. And, well, now we need to go into the Sandro Strait and see if we can get the boy out and let him and Raphesia, I think that's her name again, to be, well, together, because they're in love. It doesn't matter. You don't have any fiscal responsibility to your parents. You know, just be selfish and run away together. Anyway, before you enter this place, make sure to bring a scoundrel, and a force user with destroy droid would be nice, not required, and yourself. Or if you're one of the other two. But anyway, let's go inside and see what we can see. Alright, as soon as we enter inside, we're immediately greeted with a bomb and our frag grenade and a droid. So, anyway, while we're dealing with that, while a mission deals with that, I'm going to have Bastila deal with the droid. So, but luckily, because of where we are, we won't... yeah, we should be able to... I don't know if we'll destroy it. Okay, she did. Wait, it didn't... I didn't recover? What? My demolition skills are really high. There we go. Alright. Yes. Excellent. Easy peasy. Man, Destroy Droid is awesome. You think, oh, it's just very specific, you know, we're not gonna use it with a lot of other things. You will appreciate the Destroy Droid ability, I tell you what. Especially when you're getting closer to the end of the game. Because it has a high chance of stunning droids, and Force Push doesn't, for whatever reason, doesn't work on them. Oh well. Anyway, here we get a med pack. What? Cool. Yeah, this is the Sandro Estate. Now, if you, whoops, wrong button. If you check the map, if you look up, yeah, that's where you entered in right there. So it's actually, weirdly enough, it's pretty close to the back door, but we just had to go out of our way because reasons. Oh, right, this one's locked.
I'm here.
So
what?
Let me switch to mission and unlock this. Whoops. No, I want to use security.
Simple.
Oh, we got credit. Sorry, that was credits and first aid kit in there, I believe. Oop, got another bomb.
Yes.
Like I said, all this stuff you could run in through the grenades and stuff like that, so it just depends on how you want to play. And especially if you have a Jedi on your team that can just heal you.
Yes?
But
Huh?
now, if you don't have a scoundrel, this door needs to be opened with a key, but since we have the scoundrel, let's go ahead and open the door. Inside this door is Metale. Let's talk to him.
Who are you? What do you want with me? Are you working for my father?
Anyone tell you to ask too many questions? Now sit down and shut up! I just love the dick responses in the game. I'm here to rescue you, Shin.
Rescue me? No. I won't leave. It's too dangerous.
I'll protect you, Shin. Let's go.
It's not my own safety I'm concerned about. I'm worried about the fate of Nurik's daughter, Raphesia. She's been trying to convince her father to release me ever since I was captured. If I escape, Nurik will think Raphesia is to blame. Nurik is insane with grief over the loss of his son, Cassus. If I leave with you, it is Raphesia who will suffer. I cannot allow that.
You know, I should have said, come with me if you want to live, but I missed my chance. Oh, well. What if we take a... So he doesn't want to leave without his girl. Well, I can't blame him. I'm not really... But don't come with me, I'll drag you out. Fine, stay here and rot. What if we take Raphesia with us?
If you can convince Raphesia to escape with us, I will accompany you. Though I do not know if she'd be willing to turn her back on her home and family. Who could imagine a Sandro doing such a thing for the sake of a Metale? But if she will not go, then I too shall stay. I would rather face my own death than have her face her father's wrath because I escaped.
This better not end up like the play of Romeo and Juliet, poisoned and so forth and yada yada yada. Well, we know why Raphesia cares about Shin, but why does Shin care about Raphesia?
I was taught to hate the Sandals, to think of them as evil and subhuman. But from the moment I saw Raphesia one day in the city, I knew that my father was wrong. She was like an angel. All white silks and perfume, seeming to float above the crowds. I don't know what else I could have done but fall in love with her. For months I wooed her and tried to win her heart. I believe I have succeeded, but now this has happened. Our families are always coming between us one way or another. Please find her and convince her to run away with me.
Okay, you just called someone an angel, and you know, I'm fine with the description of angel, except for I watched episode 1 of Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, and when the little kid calls the one girl an angel, I almost was like, nope, I can't believe the script anymore. Pfft, that's just lazy. I don't know, just messing around. Anyway, we need to find Rahasia before he can leave, so we gotta check this place out. All right, everyone's in the general area, so we can activate the attack. All right, we want to. Luckily, the security doors are pretty easy for the most part. Okay. Actually, I want to disable, 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 disable. Pretty easy. And, you know, mission, make yourself useful. Take it, Bertolt! Make yourself useful, man! Alright. And we gained a level 2. Nice, I'll do that here in a second. Alright. You could, now there is a place you could go to just straight... Oh, okay, you glitched out, Rahasia. You're not supposed to be here yet. Rahasia is supposed to pop out, here, but she opened the door, and basically what happens is you're supposed to destroy that, run over here, open the door, and she goes, hey, what are you doing here? I thought, oh, there we go.
Have you found Shen yet?
What is up with the... I'm hitting every glitch in this game, and I don't think this is the emulation's fault. Anyway, let's go on with how the game's supposed to run at this point. I'm trying to rescue Shen, but he won't leave without you, Rahasia.
Shen can be so stubborn sometimes. If one of the security droids sees me wandering the halls, Father will get suspicious. I can't risk it. But I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to face the wrath of my father. Tell Shen I will meet you outside the gates. I will wait as long as I can, but you must hurry.
Alright, and then she runs out, decides to run outside. Well, that was easy. Basically, if you want to finish the mission, go ahead and talk to Matale right now. But if you actually want to get everything in here, go ahead and
yes?
search everywhere before we talk to Matale. So I'll show you. There were some credits in there, so nothing too specific. Oh, we got more bots. Alright, let's see. Is there only one droid? Or is that 2? 2? Okay. Disable, 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 disable. Disable works so well on, well, at least these droids, because they're crappy droids. But you know what I mean. Look at that! This ability is awesome. I'm sorry. Do not disregard the power of the Jedi. Especially the build I'm using for her anyway. Alright, get the prison key. This is how we actually open Matale's cell if you didn't have the security skills. So, we have, so not a big deal. That looks like everyone can gain a level. Whoa. Oh, right. I forgot about the wandering droid in the hallway. There is a computer terminal that you can access.
What can I do?
To, like, just, like, hack the, droids and stuff like that. But since I didn't bring my, since I didn't bring T3 and 4 with me, there's pretty much no point in hacking it, really. Unless, well, if you have enough, computer spikes, you can get experience, but it's not required. So... Alright, anyway, let's open up more of these. Okay, that one's... Oh, and there's a faulty droid right there you can repair for some experience as well. And nothing here. That takes me into the security... Whoops. I keep pressing the back button when I don't mean to. Yeah, I'm going to level up in a second. Okay. I think there's a counter in here? Yeah. Why are you doing so...
I do.
Dang it. AI being so slow. Anyway. Yeah, you help me with that. And we'll... Where are you going? Ugh. At least disabled droid works properly. Whoa! And we'll reset there. Okay, that cleans that little place out.
What can I do?
Just a mission, and I don't think any of these are locked if I remember correctly. Hey, any of the rooms with the big enough robots, if you go into a room and I'll show you where it is, if you can actually destroy all, if you have a high
How can I help?
I don't want to talk right now. I don't know why it
Then
did
I suggest
that. Sorry. Sorry, Basila. You are annoying. Nah, I can't say Matt. You, Jennifer Hale? She's awesome. Ooh, some crap. Droid medium plating. That's an upgrade for T3 and 4. That'd be better armor for him. Oh, right. It's locked. Whoops.
What can I do? Huh?
I've noticed more and more as I've been playing this game. I don't remember having this many issues in the game when I played the emulation before. So the only thing I'm thinking is maybe my disc has been damaged over the course of playing it so many times. If that's the case, that sucks. Alright. Let's do like before. Like they do in the Discovery Channel. I mean, this still wouldn't be that hard if you were either dark side or whatever, because Force Lightning does a lot of damage to droids too, actually. What's that? Bastila, what the heck? You didn't use destroy droid like I told you to.
I'm here.
Oh my god. The AI is not perfect in this game by a long shot. Yeah. Oh well. Too many people in here. Too many cooks in the kitchen. You know, I am actually not. I never actually watched that show, and everyone says it's awesome. Well, that one show anyway. All right, got some parts in there. Is that it? Oh, and here's the computer terminal you can use to access all the rooms, destroy the 2 sets of droids if you wanted to, but you don't really need to. Okay, before we leave, before we talk to Metalli, I want to save it. Because it does. Alright. Well, actually, let me level up. Actually, no, hold on. I want to save it before I level up, just in case I might mess up on something. Alright. Let's save it there. And I'll show you. Let me level up really quick. Alright. Let's get mission out of the way. Skills. Maker. Yeah, that could raise our computer use later. Oop. No, not quite. Get you Bastila up and running to go. Treat injury. Awareness. Powers. Okay, I think we want to go with force speed again. Stasis would also be really solid. Either one would work with her since I'm not using her as much for combat. Force speed is not a... Even a raises her defense is not an immediate thing I need to get, if you know what I mean. So, stasis is good because it slows your opponents. Basically, human opponents take longer to do their actions. That's why you're probably wondering why I had stasis and force push or force upgrade, because you're like, well, don't they do the same thing? I was like, not really. They're slightly different. Yeah, I think I'll do. Well, no. Force speed's always awesome, and like I said, it raises your defense, so let's do that for now. Okay, now let's do me. Getting closer to maxing out my light side points. Okay, what I want to do is I want to raise Persuade. Now, the bad thing is I may... Well, I'll show you in a second when I finish this. Okay, and finally we can max out Master Flurry. Only -1 to defense and -1 to attack, but we get to make our extra attacks. Excellent. And with Force Speed added, we're going to be awesome. We're going to hardly miss. Well, hopefully we hardly miss, but... Alright, I think I might want to go and finally get Force Whirlwind myself so I can start wailing on people. 2 Whirlwinds of Destruction? I think so. Alright, so, if we talk to Metalli, we basically get to the finale of this quest. Now, basically, I have to tell you now that there are 3 major ways to end this scenario. To get the best... Like the best of the best the best ending for this is you need to have a high persuasion, and I think if I remember correctly, you have to pass 3 persuasion checks. So it's really hard to do unless you've been focusing on persuasion the whole time. And unfortunately, the last couple levels I kind of skimped out on that, and I haven't upgraded my persuasion. So there's a good chance I won't be able to get the ending storyline or the official storyline for you. I'll try to. What I'm going to do is basically I'm going to save it, and then off screen I'm going to see if I can get the persuaded storyline. But like I said, there's a really low chance I'm going to be able to do it, so I won't be able to show you the best outcome. That's the bad thing about this quest, is that having an okay amount of persuasion isn't going to get you the best result. And having affect mind doesn't affect the choices. The only feat that affects these next decisions are dominate mind, and that gets you the dark side possible, the worst dark side option for the whole thing, which is actually really funny. You should play the game and do the dark side option just to see the dark side option ending to this whole thing. But all right, let's talk to Shen Matale and finish this scenario. And I'm going to, when the game cuts to like a loaded screen, I'll try to show you my attempt at passing the persuasion check, and if I pass it, basically I'll try to keep doing off screen, and if I pass it, there'll be a recording. If I don't get it, I'll just say, hey, I tried it like 50 times, I couldn't get to work, here's what I'm gonna get, sorry, you know. So anyway, let's talk to Shin and finish this mission out.
You're back. Have you spoken to Rahasia?
Yes, she promised me you'd meet us outside the gates.
I pray she is not just telling me what I want to hear, but I will have to take that chance. Hurry then, we must not keep Rahasia waiting.
Shen, you're safe.
Rahasia! Oh, thank goodness you managed to escape.
It was all thanks to this kind Jedi that we managed to get this far at all. I thank you, Jedi, for all that you have done for us.
No, for two young lovers who probably won't make anything of their lives in this whole world is my... I'm just kidding. Shen's father promised... You could mention that. Basically, they kind of distrust you after you say that, but not much changes. But you can if you want, but it was no problem.
No, we know that you must have gone to great personal risk to get us out of the Sandral estate undetected.
No reward is necessary because I'm a good Jedi. Blech.
But surely we can...
There you are, Shen.
Father!
Mr. Matale.
Rahasia!
Father.
Mr. Sandral!
Nurik! Alan!
Donkey!
I knew this was all your doing. I knew you had captured my son.
You had taken my Cassus from me long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your excuses. Now I will get revenge for your transgressions.
Okay, so if you want to get the option to do the persuade option, you need to, well, basically you need to kind of be a moderator at most. So if you want to start the dark side option for this, do this option. Obviously, why don't you just shoot each other and get it over with? All right. Anyway, you two just need to calm down.
Please listen to him, Father.
Why should I listen to the Jedi? All you want is to remain with that Sandral harlot.
My daughter is not a harlot, Matale dog!
All right. Once again, basically, if you tell them to listen to your children, it basically just goes to them to the end game of the scenario. Basically, you should try, like I said, medium options. Try to make them work together. You should try to sort this out.
We are trying to be reasonable here, of course. We are sensible people, after all. But our children are being so stubborn.
If Shen would just understand that he has to do what I want, this would all be solved easily.
Now here's the initial part here is we need to persuade him, and like I said, I think you need to do it 3 times to get the best result. It's if you've been doing Scoundrel and upping your persuasion, this is easy. If you're not, then here you go. So we're gonna try it out.
But he is my son. I don't want to lose him.
And I won't let my daughter go with him.
Because you hate the Matales? Children grow up and leave eventually. Here we go again. Let's see if I do it.
My little Rahasia.
Father.
I don't know why we fight like this. We got along in the beginning, didn't we, Alan?
I don't know how you can think of that when we have our children trying to go away together.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad, would it? Shen seems to genuinely care for my Rahasia. He might be a good husband for her someday.
As much as I may dislike it, I think I see it too.
I knew you two could see reason. You'll let them stay together? Either one is good. We've passed the 2. Okay, sorry, I thought it was 3. It's 2. But, like I said, for some reason, sometimes I'll just fail that persuasion even with a plus 10, so what can you do? But I did it! Alright, excellent. So you'll let them stay together?
I suppose I might be convinced to see that Sandral girl with my son, if she is loyal to him. But I don't trust you a centimeter farther, old man. Your daughter may treat Shen well, but you will never see them. They will live with me.
Of course not, you pompous old windbag. They'll be living with me.
They could stay at the Jedi Enclave, but that's not what you want to do. They could live with both of you.
I will not have them set foot in a Sandral household.
They shall not live with the Matales.
Then you propose to buy us a new house, do you?
Oh, well, yes, actually, that sounds like a good idea.
I'm surprised. That does sound like a good idea.
We should discuss this more.
Thank you, Master Jedi, for bringing us together and getting our parents to accept us.
We will praise you to the Council for what you have done and name our children after you.
Thank you again. We will remember you always.
And we did it. We got the best possible response from that. I don't know if Bastler or Karth actually say something. I do apologize, but I wanted to get everything in there from with Mission. So yeah, we put the two lovebirds together. Sandral and Matale, though arguing with each other, have agreed that true love stands in this case. So, whew, not like, yeah, that hack Shakespeare had the two lovers poisoning each other and killing each other. That's not a happy ending. We gotta have a happy ending. By the way, the two other results for this are... if you can't make the persuasion checks, then the two run off to the Jedi Enclave, and the Jedi decide to take shelter them. And Sandro and Matale don't kill each other, but basically it kind of ends lukewarm. And the Jedi mention how we shouldn't have gotten involved, but they said they'll protect the kids, you know. So the kids still get to be together. It's just you don't bring the happy families together. The final response, or then there's the response I did. You bring them all together. And the final response, well, there's a couple of variations on it, but anyway, the final response is the dark side option. Now, to get the dark side option, and the worst dark side option, I mean worst as in the most, the hilarious one is you need to have a decent amount of charisma, but you need to also have dominate mind. So you need to bought affect mind and then get dominate mind, and you could basically tell the Matales and Sandrals to kill each other. Just like there's a funny response where your character goes, "Murder them, kill them all," and they just start shooting each other, and you're the last one left standing. And if I remember correctly, I think the kids do survive, if I remember. And they're just like, "You monster!" And they run off to the Jedi Enclave to tell them about what we did. It's pretty funny. I remember I got that the first time I played this game, and I was just laughing my head off. So anyway, with the two lovebirds together, means we can finally get on with the mission. So now, I'm going to meet you at the cave so we can finally get on with the plot. So I'll cut to when we get to the cave of where that Jedi was missing. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, welcome back, folks. We're at the first... God, I keep pressing the back button. We're at the main map here to the Jedi Enclave, and we've gone all the way to the right, so we can go to the Strange Ruins. I've brought in Karth and Bessel with me, because as far as I know, you don't need your Scoundrel or Skill Monkey for this part, if I remember correctly. So let's go inside and finally explore the Strange Ruins and see if we can find that missing Jedi. Hopefully he wasn't trapped in a box with a locks. What a hoax, it's a Crocs. I don't even know what I'm talking about. And we'll also perhaps find out what happened to Revan and Malik. Perhaps we'll get a clue as to what, finding this place started them on the path to the dark side. Or perhaps they were already there and this just accentuated the fact. Who knows? Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows. Now there is combat in here, so just to let you know. So bring your combat guys, but like I said, I don't remember there being... I don't remember being there any traps or security, so... This droid is speaking a language you do not recognize. What language is that? What are you trying to say? This droid is speaking a language you do not recognize. Bessler, do you have any idea what this droid is saying?
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
I can reproduce any of the languages built by the slaves of the builders. Hey, I understood that.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manan. Why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Communication was vital to ensure that the slaves constructed this temple according to the wishes of the builders. But you are not of the slave species, neither are you of the builders. You are like the ones who came before.
It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
What are you, and why are you here? I am the Overseer. The builders reprogrammed me to enforce discipline amongst the slaves while this monument to the power of the Starforge was constructed. At project completion, all slaves were executed. I was reprogrammed to serve should a builder return in search of knowledge of the Starforge. How long have you... let's see. Who are these builders you keep talking about? What is the Starforge? How long have you been here? My chronological circuits have marked over 10 full revolutions of the system's outermost planet around the sun since the builders left.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. The builders constructed my chronological circuitry using the technology of the Starforge itself. My calculations are infallible. Who are these builders you keep talking about? The builders are the great masters of the galaxy, the conquerors of all worlds, the rulers of the infinite empire, the creators of the Starforge.
These builders must have been an extinct people. Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
The droid speaks Selkath. Maybe they were the builders. Something must happen to wipe out the builders. Maybe the builders referred to the Sith. Something must happen to wipe the builders out. The empire of the builders is infinite and everlasting. None can stand against their might and the power of the Starforge. Have you seen a builder recently? I have been here ever since the completion of this monument. In all this time, no builder has returned to seek information on the Starforge. What is the Starforge anyway? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. But what is it? What does it do? Could you be a bit more specific? Don't really know what it is, do you? What is it? What does it do? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
I think if I remember correctly, I think you have to bring a Bastila in this place, by the way, just to let you know. Could it have been a factory or a weapons plant?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Why is it responding to me specifically? That's weird. Oh well, that probably doesn't mean anything. What's your purpose here again? Can you tell? Where can we find the Starforge? Tell me about Revan and Malak, the ones who came before me. The builders who came before you, the ones like you, not builders but not slaves, sought knowledge of the Starforge and its origins. They proved themselves worthy. They discovered the secrets of the Starforge locked beyond the sealed door behind me. But there was another who failed to unlock the secrets and paid the ultimate price. The droid must
be talking about poor Nemo. The Council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
No, not Nemo, the kindly old man with the same name as a clownfish, even though this game came out way before. Actually, I don't think it came out way before, but it did come out before Finding Nemo. Anyway, that one guy we saw for just a second who was so nice to us? No, Nemo! Sorry, I'm just... we didn't get to know him well enough to really care about him. Did you kill the Jedi over there? I am not programmed for combat. I did not harm the one who failed. This temple's own protections will destroy those who seek knowledge of the Starforge if they are deemed unworthy. How can I prove myself worthy? Enter the proving grounds to the east and west. Within them, there are those who will, understand the will of the builders, can unlock their secrets and open the doors. But those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I am not programmed to say.
Revan and Malik unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malik is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
A Western RPG where the whole game is depending on us. Too bad Cart doesn't have anything to say during that whole incident. Oh, Nemo, I'm sorry, buddy. You tried to do. You are now one with the Force. Let's steal his stuff. We get his blue outfit and we get the sigil robe. So, all right, we want to. Before we end today's episode, I'm gonna wear Nemo's clothes. Hooray for stealing from the dead. All right, this one's a bit better. You get an extra defense bonus, so we'll be equipping that. And we can also finally equip Bastila with Jedi clothes of her own. I mean, yeah, it changes her outfit, but which I do like her basic outfit, but she needs a bit more defense if we're going to use her regularly. I still say that Karth and Zalbar are the best team, but Bastila is pretty good too, so you got to keep that in mind. But anyway, can we survive the Jedi ruins? And what about these tests that this droid has told us about? Can we beat them and learn about the Starforge and save the Republic from Revan's dead, from Malik's reign? Find out next time on Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. And may the Force be with you.